Ford just signed a death warrant for the V8 engine. If the leaks for the 2027 F-150 are real, the most popular truck in America is about to become unrecognizable. Redesign and Project T3 leaks. The 2027 Ford F-150. We aren't just looking at a mid-cycle refresh here, we are looking at a complete philosophical shift. Ford calls it Project T3 for the electric side and a Generation 15 overhaul for the gas side. Why does this truck matter? Because for 47 years, the F-Series has been the best-selling vehicle in America. But the crown is slipping. Look at the competition. Ram committed treason and killed the Hemi. Chevy is struggling with EV adoption and massive recalls, and Toyota just dropped a Tacoma that cost 60 grand. The market is chaotic, and Ford's answer for 2027? It isn't just more power, it is a complete reinvention of what a truck is supposed to be. And honestly, it might alienate the very people who built this brand. Ford CEO Jim Farley is calling this the Millennium Falcon. That sounds cool to a tech blog, but to a guy who needs to tow 10,000 pounds of lumber? It sounds like expensive plastic. Let's argue about it. Engine and performance, starting with the engines. This is where the blood pressure starts rising. This is where the enthusiasts get angry. For decades, the answer was simple. You buy a truck, you get a V8, you make noise, you burn gas, you smile. It was a simple transaction. But look at Ram. They just killed the Hemi 5.8 and replaced it with a twin-turbo inline-6 Hurricane engine. On paper, it is better, more torque, better MPG. In reality, it sounds like a vacuum cleaner. It has no soul. Ford is watching this happen, and they are sweating bullets. Current rumors for the 2027 F-150 suggest the 5.0-liter Coyote Phi 8 is on the chopping block for the base and mid-tier trims. We expect the 5.0-liter to be reserved only for the Raptor R or special heritage editions. That means the average buyer is losing their V8 option. Insiders are saying the 3.5-liter Power Boost hybrid will become the standard engine. Let's look at the numbers. The current Power Boost pushes 430 horsepower and 570 pound-feet of torque. That crushes the standard Chevy 5.3-liter V8. It embarrasses the Toyota Tundra iForce non-hybrid. Torque is instant. It pulls like a freight train. But here is the problem: complexity. A hybrid system adds batteries, motors, and high-voltage orange cables everywhere. When you are 100 miles deep in the woods or on a job site, complexity is the enemy. If a V8 breaks, you can usually limp it home. If a hybrid system fails in 2027, you aren't fixing it with a wrench. You are calling a tow truck. Toyota Tundra owners are already dealing with engine recalls. Ford has had its own hybrid nightmares. Forcing this technology on every buyer is a risk. Project T3 and the electric future. And then there is the Project T3. This is the electric 2027 F-150. Do not confuse this with the current F-150 Lightning. The Lightning was a rush job. It was a gas truck frame with batteries stuffed inside. It has the aerodynamics of a brick wall. The 2027 Project T3 is different. It is a clean sheet design. Ford is building a massive blue oval city plant in Tennessee just for this. Expect a range over 400 miles. Expect 800-volt architecture for charging speeds that actually makes sense. This is a direct shot at the Chevy Silverado EV. Chevy claims 440 miles of range right now. Ford is lagging behind. The 2027 model is Ford's attempt to catch up. But will truck guys actually buy it? Sales of EVs are cooling down. Dealers are sitting on inventory for months. Ford is betting the farm on a future that might not happen as fast as they think. The aerodynamics on the Project T3 will be extreme. Expect active shutters. Expect a bed that integrates into the cab for better airflow. It might look less like a truck and more like an SUV with a chopped roof. If you hated the Honda Ridgeline for looking soft, the 2027 F-150 EV might trigger you. So here's the comparative reality. If you want a V8, you better buy a truck now. Because by 2027, unless you are buying a Raptor R for $110,000, you are likely driving a V6 hybrid or an electric skateboard. Ram has already moved on. Toyota has already moved on. Ford is the last holdout. And the clock is ticking. Interior technology, inside the cab, you've got a different kind of war going on. The war for your attention, the war against physical buttons. The current trend in trucks is disgusting screens everywhere. The 2024 F-150 already has a massive 12-inch screen as standard. The 2027 model? Patents suggest a pillar-to-pillar display, similar to what Lincoln is doing with the Nautilus. Imagine a screen that spans the entire dashboard. Do you need a 48-inch screen in a work truck? No, it is a distraction. It is a fingerprint magnet. It is something else to break. But Ram is doing it with the tungsten trim. Chevy has massive screens in the Silverado EV. Ford feels like they have to match it to look premium. Pro Power Onboard is the killer app. But here's the one tech feature that actually matters. Pro Power Onboard. This is where Ford destroys the competition. Chevy has outlets in the bed, Ram has outlets, but Ford's system is a legitimate generator. Currently, it offers 7.2 kilowatts of power. You can run a welder, you can power your house during a blackout, you can charge another EV. Blue Cruise Level 3 updates. Then we have Blue Cruise. This is Ford's self-driving tech. Right now, it is Level 2. You have to watch the road. The camera watches your eyes. For 2027, Ford is targeting Level 3. That means eyes off on mapped highways. You can legally check your email, read a book, or watch a movie while the truck drives at 70 miles per hour. Is it cool? Yes. Do I trust a 6,000-pound missile to drive itself? Absolutely not. But the tech bros love it, and that is who is buying $80,000 trucks these days. Not the working man, the software engineer who wants to look tough in the Costco parking lot. That is the harsh reality of the truck market. Competitors charge extra for this stuff. GM's Super Cruise is good, maybe better than Blue Cruise right now because it works while towing. But Ford is aggressive with updates. By 2027, the truck will basically be a robot. If that scares you, go buy a used 1999 F-150. Price and release. Date. Now let's talk about the price. Truck prices are out of control. It is actually offensive. A base model F-150 XL used to be the working man's hero. Now, with markups and mandatory packages, you're looking at $45,000 for a stripped-down truck with steel wheels. The 2027 F-150 is going to be expensive. All that tech, the hybrid batteries, the massive 48-inch screens, Ford isn't giving that away for free. We expect the average transaction price for a 2027 F-150 to hit $75,000. That is luxury car territory. That is Porsche money for a pickup truck. A vehicle designed to haul mulch and get dirty. If you want the Project T3 electric version, expect to pay $90,000 or more for decent range. Look at the competition. The Chevy Silverado EV RST is over $94,000. The Tesla Cybertruck Beast is $100,000. The market has lost its mind and Ford is just playing the game. And the release date? It got pushed. Now we are looking at late 2026 or early 2027. Delays are common with Ford lately. Look at the Bronco hardtop issues. Look at the Lightning quality control holds. Ford has a quality problem. They have had more recalls than any other manufacturer in the US for 3 years straight. Buying the first year of a brand new, highly complex 2027 truck? That is a gamble. You are effectively a beta tester for Ford. So here's the bottom line. Is the 2027 Ford F-150 insane? Yes, it will be the most advanced, most capable, and most efficient truck ever built. The power output of the next-gen hybrid will be monstrous. The Pro Power Onboard is a game changer that no other brand can touch right now. The 2027 F-150 is an engineering marvel, but it feels like the end of the traditional truck. It is becoming an appliance, a very fast, very capable appliance. But the soul is fading. Toyota is keeping it simple. Ford is going sci-fi. Choose your fighter carefully because once the V8 is gone, it is never coming back. What do you think? Are you excited for a hybrid-only future, or are you holding onto your V8 until the bitter end? Drop a comment below.